sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quickly complete, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get to a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Feelings, and here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slip through the line. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He finds his man. Runs through the tackle. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Kent. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They move the tight end all over. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. successful with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. You got to play run, you got to play pass. About this, seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Finds some time. Unleashes to the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
You get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll. You roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. He's got an open man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And as he throws, that pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he's down right there, picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's McNabb. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Benedict. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down.
Like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he gets, big fella.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And sticking to the run. So what? A lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. They continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
3rd and short now from their own 48. A run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defensive coverage forcing the incomplete.
2nd down after that incompletion. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Red pass, it's complete. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Not on this play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
the punt team makes its way onto the field. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Makes his connection. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball. Keep his hands up, get the tip, get the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They almost got a first down there. Stop the yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and after the QB calls his own number and all these options, that was in multiple plays, and decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of it? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Here on 3rd down for this offense. They'll try to get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now this offense is back on the field. Looking to move it through the air. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Gets it out quickly. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
That was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and it comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling big plays. The quarterback in his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Gets it in there for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great 2nd half ahead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Bulldozes him. He gets a block. Gets it all the way out to the 42. What a nice job on that return. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Going up top on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you really play defense when you have a good pocket? You've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
This time they'll go to the running game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Getting some heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DB doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman running another football.
The give out of the gun. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. And he was looking to the end zone and they couldn't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards and the ball spotted at the 10. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Hardy. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
He's got it on the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Handoff to the single running back. Headed to the end zone. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 18 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. It doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll give it to him again. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quarterback extends the play. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Have them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the RPO, complete.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Now on first down from the 30. He wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming up.
The first down for the offense. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it on the counter. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. On the move. Shakes off the tackler.
How good does that feel, right? You got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and beating the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying play action. That's reeled in. It's Kent. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
There's a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns. I think, well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. With that last score, being comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Caught on the outside, it's Hardy. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, fresh set of downs.
Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Pocket starts to collapse. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.